Northwest. They are bracing for temperatures, the likes of which they've really never seen before. Both Seattle and Portland, record-shattering temperatures on the way. You would, Dr. Dab, maybe expect this in Vegas or Phoenix, and I think even for these areas, the numbers we're going to see in some of these communities would still be high.
Yeah, and when you consider how long this heat wave is going to last, it's going to be exceptional in terms of the numbers that it reaches, but how long it lasts.
Right, we're talking well into the 4th of July holiday for some of these areas.
Yeah, and so when you look at the overall pattern, you can understand why it's going to be long-lived, because this big, massive, middle, upper level, high pressure is just going to be sitting over the Pacific Northwest. So we've got excessive heat warnings for so much of the Pacific Northwest, even parts of Nevada and California. Not just Seattle, Portland, Medford, and Redding, but going eastward into the interior Northwest. Life-threatening heat if we're not careful. And again, you don't always really see heat waves coming and when you look on the satellite, but if you compare 2 days ago, the cool waters of the Pacific Ocean causing those pancakey stratus clouds. But look at what's happening today. Gone. The subsidence, the offshore flow around this high pressure that's moving in is just squashing even the low-level stratus clouds. It's almost like you've got the eye of a high in there. It's amazing that it looks like that. Very unusual for the high to be centered that far north and to be that strong. And here's what the middle upper level pattern looks like that is feeding that surface high, and this beast is just going to slowly move eastward. So it's going to peak overhead Sunday into Monday and still hang out pretty close by well into next week. That's why it's going to be an extended period of above average temperatures. Now we have these cooler waters off the Pacific coast of the U.S. than we do off the East Coast. So what is keeping these waters from allowing that heat to stay way inland? Why aren't we getting the cooling effect? Well, because we're not going to have as much onshore flow. If you want to cool off tomorrow, you got to get right at the beach, because that marine layer is not going to be able to penetrate across all of these mountains. 60 miles separating those two cities, more than 30 degrees difference. And then when you look really closely, you got that high offshore, but we're going to have a thermal low. You know how you get a thermal low sitting over Phoenix and Tucson and Vegas this time of year? It's going to be so hot between the Cascades and the coast. This thermal low is going to sit south of Seattle and Portland, and you're going to have downslope flow that's going to even enhance the lack of onshore flow and that sinking air. So if you want to get out of the heat in Seattle, well, you can go to Olympic National Park. You're only going to buy yourself 7 degrees, Alex. So we just can't catch much of a break when you have this potent of a high-pressure system and heat wave.
Yeah, these numbers are really, really mind-boggling. Got to remember our scorching car scale, something we think about even when temps are in the 70s and 80s. But goodness, with a high of 108 in Seattle after just 10 minutes inside a vehicle, 127 degrees. So look before you lock. Make sure if the car is parked out in the driveway, it is locked. The keys are away. After 30 minutes, 142 degrees inside the vehicle. And in addition to keeping children out of those hot cars, pets, have to remember them as well. We don't want any animals being left inside the car, even for just a few minutes, because it gets dangerously hot in a short period of time. We look at a place like Yakima with an all-time record high of 110. We're going to easily break that, I think, as we get into Monday, but Sunday, we'll tie it. So we're going 106 on Saturday, 110 Sunday, 113 on Monday. The longest 100-degree-plus streak is 9 days between June and July 2015. So we've got Saturday, we've got Sunday and Monday, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. We are forecasting to be at or above 100 degrees there in Yakima. We're talking until next week. So the week after the 4th of July weekend, July 6th, I think will be your last day. And look at July 7th. Really darn close. Forecast right now to be around 99 degrees. In Spokane, your all-time record high temperature, 108. Most recently hit that on August 4th, 1961. Going 105 on Monday. How about 110 coming your way on Tuesday? So yet another all-time record that we expect to fall in Spokane. You've got 100-degree-plus temperatures coming Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and into most of next week. In fact, all of next week. 4th of July at triple digits. 5th of July, 99 the forecast. Then we dip back down into the mid-90s for the week after the 4th of July. And in Portland, where we expect an all-time record high to be broken on Sunday, 114 the forecast. We stay into the 90s through the 4th of July holiday, back into the upper 80s the following week.
I just can't get over that. The all-time record's 106.